I never thought I'd be that cop. You know, the one who stumbles into a scene completely unprepared, makes a fool of himself, and somehow still manages to save a life. This story isn't about being a hero, it's about being human. And yeah, it all happened around 3 a.m. on a foggy Tuesday night. There's something strange about cities at 3 a.m. The streets go dead quiet, even the traffic lights blink slower. You start hearing your own footsteps more than the world around you. I was patrolling an old neighborhood, not dangerous, just forgotten. Then the call came on my radio. Code 10 to 56. Possible jumper, bridge on 5th Avenue. I flipped on the sirens. When I got there, it was just like you'd imagine. A rusty old bridge, streetlights flickering, fog creeping over the water below. And him. He stood right at the edge, hoodie on, hands shaking, staring straight down. He didn't flinch when I pulled up, didn't even look back. I didn't shout, I didn't command. I just said, "Hey, kinda cold out here. Want my jacket?" Still nothing. I took a few careful steps closer, and that's when everything went sideways. I tripped. Yeah, right there on the sidewalk. Caught my boot on a loose cable and nearly fell on my face. To make it worse, my radio blasted at full volume, "All units, be advised!" I scrambled to mute it, looking like a complete clown. That's when he laughed. Through the tears, he actually laughed. He turned, finally looked at me and said, "Seriously? You trying to save me with that performance?" And I said, "Hey, if you're going down, at least take this comedy show with you." And he laughed again, softer this time. We talked for what felt like forever. He told me his name was Caleb. 20 years old, dropped out of college, couldn't afford rent, parents stopped picking up, girlfriend gone. He said, "Feels like I'm just noise. Like even if I disappeared, no one would notice." I told him, "You're not noise. Right now, you're someone to me." And then I shared something I hadn't told anyone. That once, back when I was a rookie, I sat in my car behind the station wondering if I'd come back the next day. I said, "You know what stopped me? Some dumbass dog barked at me from the alley, snapped me out of it. And now here I am, your dumbass dog." He smiled. "Guess we're both still here because of idiots," he said. Eventually, he stepped down. I walked closer and asked if he wanted to talk to someone. He said, "Maybe tomorrow." So I said, "Let's just get through tonight first." We sat in my cruiser outside a 24-hour diner. I got him a hot chocolate. He held it like it was the only warm thing left in the world. We didn't talk much after that. Sometimes, silence is enough. 6 months later, he messaged me. Back in school, part-time job. Still has bad days, but now he waits for the good ones too. And me? I still trip on cables, still fumble my radio, but I keep showing up. Because sometimes, to save someone, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be there. Thanks for listening to my story. And if you're hearing this right now, you matter more than you think.